Hey guys, it's Creaky. Good morning. It's about 30 degrees in Celsius, about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 7:30 in the morning. But I thought today I'm going to share with you 5 things you need to have in order for your business to be able to market it properly in 2021. Now, for many of you who are new to social media, new to video marketing, I know it can be a hard road. I know it can be a steep learning curve, particularly when you hit those bumpy, rocky patches. So while I share these 5 tips with you, I'm going to be going up this steep road with many rocky patches, and I know it's going to be hard. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to work out your brand story. Your brand story centers all around why you do what you do, but also why would you be the instinctive choice for the people that you're trying to sell to. And it all comes to surround passion and the stories that you share for your cool logos and your cool products and your irresistible price. The story is where the emotions come into it, and it's the emotions that make sales. Everyone decides to buy stuff from their heart while their brain's telling them, don't do it. So you've got to sort that story out way before you even push record on any camera. Oh man, here's a steep bit. So you really have to learn how to tell that story so that in just a couple of words, people understand your passion. It's all about drawing out a passion. So brands can be strong and powerful, but it's the story part that makes people desire it. You've got to combine those two. When you film these things, I don't know if people realize it, you've got to do the walk twice. So when I say it's steep, I mean it's twice as steep as you're imagining it. Step number 2 is you've got to not only be consistently posting, but you've got to be consistent in the stories and the lessons that you're sharing. Now, a lot of people get scared of this because they think, I've already made that video, I've already made that point. Why would anyone want to hear it again? Well, you'd be surprised that, the big guns, the Gary V's, all those sort of people, they stick to a theme and they adopt it or adapt it to a current situation. So the way that you do this is you've got to set rules of engagement. I suggest just 3 to 5 really simple rules that set the voice of the stories that you tell. And once you get that consistency, you'll build the trust. And once you've got trust, you're a step closer to getting a purchase. I hope I'm a step closer to the top. So, we're getting there. Once you've got your brand story sorted out, you know who you are, why you're doing what you do, and why your audience would want to be buying from you. And you've got your rules of engagement set so that you're consistently telling similar stories. What you've actually got to do is really learn how to tell a story. Now, a lot of people think that they're master storytellers because they love their own stories. Well, the truth of the matter is there are real frameworks that work with real human brains. So if you want a reaction, look at that view. If you want a reaction that's going to trigger action, not just liking, not just commenting, not just sharing, but actually buying, then you've got to really learn the 7 or 8 story frameworks that exist and have been time tested by craftsmen like Shakespeare, Disney, Spielberg, even James Cameron. They know how to do it, and it's easy now for you to learn them too. It is so hot, like stinking hot. That's one of the lessons. What you're trying to do with your business is hard work because A lot of other people are trying to do it too. So don't take the easy road. Take the hard road. If it's hard, if it makes you feel sick in the guts, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You got to work. Oh wow! Look at this joint. Look at this joint. Wow, it's getting windy up here. So, marketing your business online is both an art and a science. The first 3 steps are all about the science. How do you trigger instinctive reactions from real human brains? Step 4 is now moving into the art situation. It's called triggers. So once you know your brand story, you've got your rules of engagement set, and you're learning how to tell really cool stories, you've got to launch them or drop them on top of what I call triggers. Triggers start trends. Triggers are what connects your best story to the best trend. How you can do that, the stronger your trigger, the faster your content will spread, the faster your message will reach more people, not only people already following you and buying in to what you've got to share, but strangers. And that's how you start to grow. All right, guys, so you've traveled the hard road and you're on that steep learning curve. The final thing that you need to do in your viewer, whether they're consuming written content, photos or videos, it doesn't matter. What happens next in their minds all depends on how you leave them feeling. It's called emotional buy-in. You are only going to get a response. You're only going to get a like, a comment, a share if you can trigger some level of emotional response. Now, if you want someone to buy something of yours, well, then that emotional response has to be higher even again. Some say 3 to 4 times more than copying a share. The way that you do that is how you leave people feeling in your videos. You can't just leave them feeling happy or mad. You've got to leave them feeling exhilarated and angry. You've got to aim for those more higher level emotions. It doesn't matter if they're negative or positive, as long as the emotional potency is super, super strong. It's been a hard road. It's been a rocky and a bumpy one. Let's see if we can find somewhere to take a rest. But once you get to the top, once you get these 5 steps bedded down, there's only one thing really left for you to do. And that is